dock is the last place the sea lets us pretend this is controlled.
If a mount loosens offshore, it won't fail politely. It fails under load.
The deck tries to steal the plan before we even reach the bite.
Every crimp is a promise made to something built to tear promises apart. A hesitation now becomes a failure when the run starts. Storm level climbs, and fatigue climbs with it. The bait is the invitation, but the hunter stays invisible until it decides otherwise.
Down here, you don't see danger. You see the invitation to danger.
A false touch is worse than nothing because it makes everyone jump early.
Gear readiness is high, but discipline is the real safety system.
Something tested the line, and the next test might be the whole animal.
The ocean punishes sloppy line management instantly.
Drag is a brake.
Too hot, and it fails right when the fish gets serious.
The sea keeps moving the window, and we keep the bait inside it.
One clean click is enough to make a whole ship stop breathing.
We set the ring because the next pull might be the real one.
A heavy test without a bite means something smart is measuring us.
That steady tick means power just decided to move with our bait.
The first reveal isn't the shark. It's the surface acting like something fast just cut through it.
We fight the angle first.
Because one rub ends everything.
That darkness has mass, and mass changes the rules. With circle hooks, patience is the strike, and impatience is the break.
Big predators find the one thing you forgot, so we stop forgetting.
In rough seas, straight lines are suspicious. Something below is steering.
That near miss is a warning. It can take it whenever it wants.
Heat and slack are the two silent ways these fights end.
It inspects like a weapon, quiet, heavy, and confident.
That load is the decision turning into physics, and physics never negotiates.
The swirl says it turned close, close enough to commit next.
When the bait stops moving, something stronger just took the conversation.
Storm level climbs, and the deck has to stay cleaner than our thoughts. Slow take means confidence, and confidence is terrifying. Calm pressure is the only language circle hooks understand. The bite is sudden, and geometry has to finish the set. That burst is the deep turning into force, and force is how sharks start wars.
Smooth drag keeps the leader alive long enough for the hook to seat where we need it.
Spending distance like money, trying to buy freedom.
Fixing hardware under tension is fear turned into procedure.
This is the hinge moment. Either it seats clean or it tears free.
We trade speed for control because control keeps hooks seated.
Distance is the shark's weapon, and it's spending it hard.
A clean lane is survival when the line could snap like a whip.
The pull just turned from curiosity into commitment.
We steal inches back because inches become control.
Hook in corner is perfect. Now every surge is a clean test of the system.
Tired posture creates slack, and slack is escape.
Boatside pressure is danger. Steel is waiting to cut. Steering becomes defense because the hull is the sharpest object out here.
Depth is leverage, and leverage is how it tries to turn rhythm into panic.
Heat builds quietly, and choir failure still ends the fight.
Circles are strategy, changing angles until something breaks.
If we keep tension perfect, the shark has to pay for every meter.
That shadow says it's rising. Rising means the landing phase is coming.
A giant shark isn't a grab, it's an operation. Seeing color means we're close enough for one mistake to erase everything. One bad grab creates slack, and slack is a free escape. Close track means hull danger, where a rub ends the story. Smooth drag is the difference between progress and a snapped leader.
Even close, it can surge, so tension has to stay perfect.
The shark waits for slack, and slack is what tired hands accidentally give.
It's searching for a rub angle, trying to make the boat do the cutting. If timing is right, we control the head. If not, the sea controls us.
A breach this close is pure shock load, and now the real war starts.
The hook placement is perfect, but perfect doesn't make it easy.
Rhythm is how we steal distance without paying for it in snapped line. Every breach is a shock test, and the leader is the weakest link.
Absorb the hit, stay smooth, stiffness breaks gear.
It trades air for depth, hoping depth buys leverage.
Surface violence turns tension into damage, exactly what it wants.
We armor the leader now because the next surge will try to soar it.
Side power is an angle attack, trying to pull us into the boat's sharp places.
Boatside air is the most dangerous air because steel is right there.
Watch that corner, easy now.
We move like one machine because one bad angle is a clean loss.
Circling is strategy, changing angles until our system makes a mistake.
My air means it still has fuel, and fuel means surprises at the rail. One wrong grab becomes slack, and slack becomes escape.
It can't shake the hook clean, so it tries to break the world around it.
If the leader holds through this, its options start shrinking.
Inches become feet when everyone moves with the same rhythm.
Seeing it this close means the next mistake is the last one. That's the last violent argument before the landing decision.
Control the head, control the teeth, lose the head and you lose the deck.
The fight is turning from speed into weight, and weight is harder.
The last meters are where people get hurt, so we slow down to stay alive.
Short pulses mean it's tired, but tired predators still explode.
One miss is fine, one rush is not.
It's trying to use the boat as a blade.
The first secure point changes everything. Now we can steer the danger.
A swinging load injures fast, so we guide it like a machine part.
The lift changes the rules, and the shark answers with its last violence. Partial weight is the most unstable moment, because swinging starts here.
We clear hazards first, because adrenaline lies and steel doesn't.
Touching deck doesn't mean finished. This is where chaos starts.
One more meter to the rail, and the nightmare restarts.
One tail hit breaks bones, so spacing matters more than strength.
Distance tools first. Hands too close become injuries. The hook is proof and risk. Remove it wrong, and steel becomes a projectile.
Ending the hook doesn't end danger. Restraint does. When motion ends, procedure begins, and procedure begins, and procedure protects everyone. We clean fast, because one slip after victory still counts as failure.
Every fight leaves evidence. Ignore it, and the next fight ends early.
Crew fatigue is the slow leak that sinks good judgment. The ocean calms after it hurts you, like it's daring you to forget. The cold chain starts on the ship before land ever touches it. Speed plus cold is how texture survives the journey. One clean line of motion beats 100 messy moments. Packaging locks freshness, and bad seals destroy it silently. Cold control seals, the second victory. Quiet, strict, non-negotiable.
Dock time is temperature loss, so the handoff has to be fast and clean.
Offshore discipline only matters if land keeps the cold promise. Minutes outside cold storage cost texture, and texture is the truth. The line turns a brutal fight into clean portions, and clean portions are the market. The last seal is the last promise, and promises are what customers taste.
In the kitchen, the ocean becomes ingredient, and every earlier choice shows up here.
Precision on a board is built on discipline at sea.
Small motions here reflect the big motions we survived out there.
Heat is a timer, just like drag was a timer.
Fine plating hides the violence, but it can't hide quality.
One bite contains the whole chain, from jaw corner hook to cold storage.
New bait, same darkness, because the next monster is always out there.